Officer Thomas Brackett thought he had found an easy arrest, a quiet street, an elderly woman, another statistic to pad his monthly numbers. He saw a fragile pensioner tending roses. What he didn't see was decades of dignity behind her tired eyes. And what he absolutely did not notice was a contact saved in her phone as Baby Boy, because that contact belonged to a Delta Force operator. And that single mistake would dismantle his entire life. The heat in Clayville, Georgia hung thick in the air like invisible fog. Humidity wrapped itself around everything, making even breathing feel heavy. But 72-year-old Hattie May Robinson barely noticed it anymore. She had lived in this town most of her life. She knelt in her garden, pruning deep red roses along her white picket fence, humming an old gospel tune as her hands worked carefully through the stems. Hattie May had been a nurse for 40 years. She had held the hands of dying strangers and whispered prayers for newborn babies. She had raised 3 sons alone after her husband passed unexpectedly from a heart attack. She was a woman who organized church drives, cooked for funerals, and checked on neighbors during storms. She stood barely 5 feet tall, silver hair tied back neatly, her skin warm brown, her posture straight despite her age. This garden was her sanctuary, her reward after a lifetime of service. She was at peace. Then tires screeched. A patrol car rolled to a stop in front of her house. 2 officers stepped out. One was tall and heavy-set, his uniform strained tight around his stomach. His badge read Brackett. The other was younger, thinner, his eyes uncertain. His badge read Ollie. "Step away from the fence," Brackett barked. Hattie May slowly stood, brushing dirt from her floral apron. "Can I help you, officer?" We received a call. Suspicious activity. Possible drug distribution. She blinked. Drug distribution? "Son, I'm 72. The only thing I distribute is zucchini." Ollie shifted awkwardly, but Brackett's hand hovered near his holster. I said, "Step away." Something changed in the air. Birds fell silent. Hattie May felt it immediately. "Officer," she said gently, "you're mistaken. This is my home." Brackett kicked open her gate, though it splintered loudly. "That's my property," she gasped. "You're interfering with an investigation," Brackett snapped. "Ollie, cuff her." Ollie hesitated. "Brackett, she's just gardening." "Do it." Ollie pulled out his cuffs. Hattie May planted her feet. "I demand to know why you're trespassing." Brackett lunged. He grabbed her wrist and twisted violently. Bones snapped. The sound echoed down Elm Street. Hattie May screamed. Her gardening shears fell into the dirt. "My arm! You broke my arm." "Stop resisting," Brackett shouted. He slammed her against the siding of her own home. Blood smeared across white paint. Neighbors emerged from porches. Phones appeared. Recording. They dragged her down her driveway. Her apron tore. Her arm hung at an unnatural angle. They shoved her into the cruiser. She cried out for her heart medication. Brackett laughed. "You should have thought of that before running a drug ring." At the station, they booked her, fingerprinted her with one good hand, ignored her broken arm, ignored her swelling wrist, ignored her pleas for medical care. They placed her in a holding cell. Concrete bench, metal toilet, cold walls. Hattie May sat shaking, cradling her injury. She had never been arrested before, never been in handcuffs. After hours passed, Officer Ollie approached quietly. "You get one call." Her voice trembled. "Dial, Baby Boy." Ollie hesitated, then unlocked her phone. The contact appeared. He pressed call. It rang once. "Mom." Hattie May broke down. "Parker, I'm in jail." Silence. Then, "Who did this?" "Officer Brackett." 3 states away, Major Parker Washington rose slowly from a briefing table. Delta Force. Tier 1. A man trained to eliminate threats in hostile environments. And someone had hurt his mother. "Put him on." Ollie swallowed. Parker's voice came through cold and precise. "My name is Major Parker Washington, United States Army Delta Force. You have 10 minutes to get my mother medical care. And tell Officer Brackett to enjoy his badge while he still has it. I'm inbound. If you're still watching, take a second and hit the like button. Stories like this only reach others because you help. Now let's continue. Parker did not rage. He did not shout. He made calls. One to a U.S. Senator whose son he once saved during a classified overseas mission. One to a civil rights attorney known for destroying corrupt departments. Within minutes, the Department of Justice was alerted. The FBI field office mobilized. A satellite redirected toward Clayville Police Department. Meanwhile, Brackett typed his arrest report, claimed Hattie attacked him, claimed self-defense. Ali tried warning him. Brackett laughed. My town. My rules. He didn't notice phones ringing nonstop. Didn't realize his supervisors were panicking. Didn't know federal agents were already driving toward Clayville. Parker landed in Georgia within the hour. He didn't go to the hospital first. He went to the station. He walked inside wearing jeans and a black T-shirt. His eyes were empty. Brackett stepped out from the back. Who are you? I'm the baby boy. FBI agents entered behind Parker. Badges flashed. Federal warrants served. Dash cam seized. Body cameras collected. Brackett was disarmed by his own chief. His badge at the desk. Hard. Parker leaned close. You broke her arm. I hunt monsters. And I just found one. At the hospital, Parker held his mother's hand. Her arm was in a cast. Bruises darkened her cheek. They took my roses, she whispered. We'll plant more. I don't want roses, she said softly. I want justice. She got both. Dash cam footage surfaced. Clear and undeniable. Brackett smiling while twisting her arm. The nation watched. Protests erupted. Grand jury convened. Charges stacked. Aggravated assault. Civil rights violations. False imprisonment. Conspiracy. Ali testified. Admitted Brackett targeted her because he was bored. Because he wanted action. Because she looked like an easy victim. The jury deliberated 3 hours. Guilty on all counts. Brackett received 25 years federal prison. Then came the civil suit. $8.5 million. Personally, insurance refused coverage. His house sold. Accounts frozen. Pension seized. Every dollar he earns in prison now goes to Hattie May. He entered prison a criminal. He will leave with nothing. 1 year later, Elm Street is peaceful again. Neighbors rebuilt Hattie May's fence together. They replanted her roses. Children painted stones and placed them in her garden. Parker retired from Delta Force. He started a security company. He hires veterans, gives them purpose, protects families. Every Sunday he comes home. Brackett sits in solitary, 6x8 concrete, 23 hours a day. No visitors, no money, no power, only regret. Hattie May stands on her porch holding warm tea, her son beside her. She squeezes his arm. You're a good boy. He smiles. I'm your boy, Mama. Officer Brackett thought he found an easy arrest. Instead, he found consequences. Hattie May didn't fight with fists. She raised a son who fought with justice. And that made all the difference. If this story moved you, please subscribe, and share. Justice needs witnesses. And remember, never underestimate quiet strength. I'll see you in the next story.